There's a person in the collective who needs to remain alert and aware of his or her surroundings. Okay, so maybe somebody is being put in charge of overseeing a large body, or some people who are immature, somebody that needs you to keep a lookout. They rely on your insight. Okay, so you remain alert at this time. Maybe there's something that's going to happen, whereas though you're going to be the only one to be aware of it. Also, there's mention of a child, a very important child that possibly needs your attention and needs you to make sure that the environment is safe for this person. So I feel like it could either be you that this child is, maybe this is the continuation of a calling that you had, a calling that you had that was placed on you as a child. Um, I feel like, okay, so I'm seeing that there's a message that you have to speak that's embedded in your mind, or maybe your DNA, something that comes from your line. Um, so overall, I feel like the general tone is that you're gonna either receive a message, or there's already a message within you, almost like a sleeper cell vibe. Like this is something that was maybe in you from the beginning, and now it's just starting to be activated. Hi, this is a tarot reading. I'm a psychic. In the next few minutes, I'm going to use my intuition to read the energy in the room. The insights I receive are for whoever these vibrations resonate with. There are no limits on anything said in this message. So let's go ahead and connect with this energy. Holy Spirit, God the Son, love and light, please guide my gift to align with the frequencies of your body. God the Father. Okay, so we have this tarot tower. The tower. Something's coming to an end. Maybe it's this message that you had from the beginning. Maybe God's going to be revising this message or canceling this message. Maybe this message no longer applies. Because somebody's saying that, okay, so I feel like the spirit is not happy with something that's going on. Like it needs to be better. Something needs to be worked on. Maybe this person is starting off slow, but it's going to increase. So something's going to increase within this person's knowledge of the balance that they have within themselves. And they're going to be able to increase their wealth in some way. I feel like whoever, it's like, okay, so there's this crutch. That's what I'm seeing. There's a crutch that somebody is leaning on right now, and that's causing them to be or remain in a state of poverty. And then I'm seeing that over time, this is where you're leading. Like that crutch is going to be like, you may still lean on it, but it's going to be kind of like a growth, like some sort of progress that's happened over time, whereas though you can still stand tall, even though you haven't forgotten where you came from. And for some people, it's going to be vice versa. Somebody is very stuck in their ways, and it's going to cause them to go into poverty. And then I'm seeing this tower moment, like either something that's the case right now is going to change and end, or something that has been ended is going to start up again. So I'm just seeing this cycle of things, and it's very important that you remain alert. Okay. So your eyes are very important. What you see, you have a vision. And that vision is very important, that your sight remains clear, crystal clear, that you can see and you're aware of what's going on in the world, but also within your heart. There's possibly a love that could have set you off balance in the past. Someone who was basically your match. This could be a mother figure. Maybe you guys struggled in the past, but it seems like you learned the best from this situation because now you know how to move past that. Or maybe somebody is still stuck on that situation, like they could literally never get over it. It's like it's almost scarred the way they see reality. It's like someone never wants to go back where they came from. Maybe it's the way you look over it. Maybe it's the way you view this situation. Maybe it's like somebody is kind of like making you feel like you're back in a situation that you pulled yourself out of. Like someone is paying you compliments or giving you attention in areas that you might be insecure. Maybe this has to do with your hair or some sort of physical feature, but this could also be your intellect. Someone is maybe mentioning the fact that you're very, very smart, and or somebody is saying that they like that about you. But maybe somebody was diagnosed with something that affected their intellectual abilities or their motor skills in some way, or as though they felt like they had to prove themselves. So if anyone mentions something good about you that they like, is always taken like as a backhanded compliment. Your peers respect you and they hold you in high regard. Maybe they're just teasing you, because I'm getting that your peers respect you regardless of how they treat you or how you feel you're being treated. Yeah, maybe somebody was I keep feeling like somebody came from a real horrible place that could be just nothing has changed in that area, but it's just the way you look at things. Your supporters, whoever it is that looks up to you, they don't feel like they can live without you. Like they have something to give you, and maybe it's because you're in a receiving, you're in a position to receive what they have, and it's something that they really don't want to hold on to. It could be their thoughts and feelings. They like to kind of pour their heart out to you, and you make them feel complete. The numbers 5319 could be important to you. May 31st, 09 or 1990. There's a love here. There's this vibration of a very warm love, like a loving energy that's coming from your angel guides. They want you to focus on them and ignore what's shameful about your situation. That whatever it is you're going through is unique to you, and the way you feel about it is the way it's kind of written in stone. If you are proud of where you came from, then it's something to be proud of. Let your light shine. Don't hide it. And remember that you're good. Your deeds are good. So whoever this person is that's saying there's something about you that isn't good enough, it's not you, like you need some things to perfect. I feel like this is what you need to be mindful of. Maybe somebody coming in trying to get tangled up with your spirit and maybe try to encourage you to do some things that are unnecessary. Okay. Let's find out a little bit more about what energy is this spirit coming in, the good intentions. Is this a good spirit? What is this message of being imperfect? Maybe somebody is a perfectionist and they're kind of caught in their own mind about how they are. like this person is loved and adored, tremendously loved and adored. And people who support this person cannot look away from them. Like, it's almost like they're in love with this person in a very nurturing type of way. Like, if this person cries, his or her audience or surroundings, whoever it is that looks up to them, they feel like crying as well, but they don't want you to be sad. Like, I feel like they're just very tied into you feel, and they can see that you're suffering, they see that you're struggling, and it's almost nothing they can really do except to continue to be there for you, listen to you when you need to express your feelings. And if you're temporarily impaired in some way, even if it's just the way you look at yourself because of past trauma or some things that you went through at a younger age that you still haven't exactly conquered, there's definitely some demons that still need to be conquered from your past. Maybe having to do, maybe I can't show, but having to do with children, possibly. This could be a father figure that plays too much and just doesn't really seem like he's prepared to be a nurturer, like he was constantly expecting someone to nurture him. So I just dropped some cards. I'm going to pick these up and see. Okay. So we have Bishop here. This could have happened in a church. Somebody that had authority. Somebody might have abused their power. Something in a tub. Yeah, I feel like there's just no way to look at this situation a different way. Like, it's just something that you have to go through, but know that you're not alone. Like, I feel like it's important that you remember what happened and not to try and twist up your thoughts or ideas and, start a different life. You receive so many blessings in spite of or because of what you've been through, that is like, it's almost like this is the price to pay. And I know that sounds horrible for some people that might have been through some horrible things, but you're being blessed because of that. And I feel like these blessings that you have are not anything you would ever want to part ways with. Somebody's eating French fries. Or something like, it's something about a meal, like a meal ticket. Maybe because of this situation, maybe you've never actually told anybody what you're struggling with, but just because you're struggling is giving you the strength to go on. Like, you can never give up. You just don't have that option of giving up. And I feel like this is what you have to remain alert about, that you are somebody special. Don't ever forget it. Maybe momentarily or temporarily you feel like you just want to fall into someone's lap. But remember, whoever lap you fall into is somebody that's already looking up to you. And you're not ever going to be comfortable, settled in that position, whoever this person is that's supporting you. And I feel like it's not just one person. It might be a whole crowd. Like, I'm seeing somebody like jump into a crowd from a stage. I feel like that's like somebody really looks at you like a hero, very friendly, open-minded person. And when you need support, it can never just come from one person because that's how big you are to them. And you can't stay in that place for long. Somebody might have had some eating situations in the past. Maybe somebody ate just to feel comfortable or something that's having to do with weight gain. Just seeing something about like takeout or something. Like somebody overeating or however you want to describe what's going on. Maybe not eating enough. Maybe somebody feels like they're overweight or chubby. But I feel like it's just like you're just thinking from this insecure place, which is very understandable to be insecure. Somebody needs to cry, let out a good cry. Somebody might feel nervous right now. Or they're just dealing with some nervousness. Maybe somebody moved out of a comfort zone. But I feel like you're going to definitely be put back into that comfort zone. I mean, it's yours. It belongs to you. It's your home. Change you and force you to, or they're trying to convince you to change for them. I feel like it's not going to have an effect on you in the long run because you've been through too much and you know what's right and what's wrong. So you know what feels good to you. It's not just about somebody telling you how you should feel. Oh, this is rude. This is impolite. This is proper. It's not about that. It's about what does it take for you to inhale and exhale. What do you need as a species, as a human being? Somebody's going to be cutting back, maybe, because I feel like somebody might have been indulgent for a while. Yeah, but also like this feeling that you feel is completely okay. It's normal. Um, and it's kind of like if you start doing this, like start listening to what other people think, it could be a slippery slope. And maybe right now you really don't care. You're just focused on how you feel. And that's good. That's the way to go. You might get some people saying all you think about is yourself, but who are these people saying this? Are they passerbys? I mean, who has a problem with you thinking about yourself? Where are they coming from? And do they really belong where they are? Do they really have um, any say in the way you think? Or are they just kind of exposing themselves as not really supporting you? But this also could be in your head. Like maybe you feel like you constantly need to think about other people because somebody didn't really think about you in the past and you didn't like the way they felt. So you just make it a point to care about other people's feelings. But I'm definitely seeing some overindulgence. And whatever this is, like whether it's you just being in your feelings momentarily, it seems like it's like time to snap out of it. But I still feel like somebody's just gonna keep right on going, doing whatever it is they feel is necessary. If this is like some repressed energy, then it's gonna be difficult to pull you out of it. Somebody is definitely the king of their castle. And so just because you have a moment of needing to talk to somebody or feeling lonely or feeling however you feel naturally, it doesn't stop or change the fact that you are the king of your castle and very much in control. Okay. Any more messages for this energy? I just feel like there's a need to mention that whatever happened in the past is exactly what happened, and there's no change in that. It's just part of your reality, and the way you come to understand that there is no change in it, and this is just life now. You won't ever have to feel like it's something that you have to avoid, like it's this deep hole that you're trying not to fall in or sink into, or anything like that. When you're reminded, you just remember the good things, that remember the fact that you overcame, remember how strong you are, and also know that you're not alone. And some people are still in that place that you so-called escaped or tried to escape, and they still admire you. They still look up to you and see that you've accomplished so much. These are the people that support you when you fall, when you feel like you're losing your confidence and you fall on this, where this group is that loves you so much. They might actually be your past. So maybe the message is here to love your past as you love yourself, love your future, love your present. And it's just like almost like no distinction. So it's not something to be avoided. The seasons are molded into one, is what I'm getting. Like everything's gonna be the same at some point, and we want that sameness to be okay. Like we want it to be a pleasant paradise, a peaceful comfort zone, or whatever you want to call it, just a good place to be. Because this is a place where you're gonna end up settling forever. This is your eternity. The kingdom of God is within you. That's Luke 17:21. Your paradise is within you. You take it wherever you go. It's not something stuck in the past. It's not something in the future that's, always within or just out of reach. It's you. It's who you are, and you're always going to be who you are.